There are countless different hunter pets in the game so far, but there are also some creatures that you cannot tame. Today I will tell you my top 10 beasts that I would love to see tameable in the future. Starting off, we have the Mimmonies, which are these cute little monkeys here. They can be found on the Dragon Isles in the Waking Shore, and some of them even show up with a little helmet and a vest. I think they would make a great addition to the monkey family, which so far is still very small. I mean, we have this model in 4 different colors, and then we have it with a head. Would not hurt to get another monkey model, right? Then we have the Deep Striders, who first showed up in the Azera caverns. They have come in many different colors, they have long legs that can even glow, and they are simply interesting. One of them even showed up again in the War Within in the Ringing Deeps, but so far, sadly, still untameable. The same thing can be said about the Deep Flayers. They had such a cool entrance in the introduction of the Azera caverns, and they look so badass. They can show up with or without wings, they are made of stone, which makes them a perfect pet for elven dwarves, and I am also baffled that we didn't get these as mounts yet. Remember the dragons in the Maw and the version without wings? I mean, we got to tame dragons in Unreal, why not give us more dragons? These creatures look so badass. At least 10% of hunters would run around with them. I'm pretty certain of that. If not actual dragons, at least those creatures, they are so cool. Next we have 2 in 1, the bosses of a Cauldron of Carnage encounter in the Liberation of Undermine. A mechanical T-Rex and an armored gorilla. Since this is still very recent stuff, I am 80% sure that in about 3 expansions we will be able to tame these. But until then, we have to wait and see. Another raid boss I would like to see is Magma from Aberus the Shadow Crucible. It's just a cooler version of the 3-headed hounds we got to tame during Shadowlands, so I'm very positive that we can get this creature at some point. Especially now that we got a headpiece like this one in the trading post, it would be so awesome to actually tame something like this creature here. Next we have the big spiders, and I'm talking about the really big spiders. That does not use the regular spider models. I'm talking about Beftilak or Senath, these kinds of spiders. We have seen them in different forms and colors, and I don't get why we can't tame them yet. It really is about time to change that. Another one where I am very optimistic that we might get it, probably in Midnight or the pre-patch, is the armored gargon. These creatures are part of a Huntsman Ultimore fight in Castle Nafria, and we already can tame these settled versions, so let's give it a bit more time, and I am optimistic that we will get them. And while we are in the Shadowlands, let's talk about Devourers. These creatures were all over the place in the Shadowlands, and having a creature like this as a pet would not only be amazing, but it would also open the door for other beasts with a similar model, like Grunlings from Draenor or maybe even Yetis. I know they are always depicted as humanoids, but honestly they don't really show any humanoid features. They are pretty much beasts who run around, attack others and eat. Sounds like a beast to me at least. And finally, I would like to have a Void Hound. You know, these core hound-like creatures with 2 heads and 10,000 eyes looking around. Incredible we still don't have them. But I think the Midnight expansion would be the perfect time to change that. I wouldn't promise it's going to happen, but I have hopes. But what kind of creature would you like to see tameable? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support me big time, consider becoming a channel member for early access on the videos. I hope to see you next time. Until then, see ya!